The early 1990s were difficult years for Nigeria. Military government had ruled the country for years. Corruption was everywhere. The economy was struggling, and many Nigerians had lost faith in leadership. At the center of power was Ibrahim Babangida, often called IBB, very brilliant, strategic and mysterious man. Some admired him, others feared him. Babangida had promised Nigerians a transition to democracy. Political parties were created, campaigns started, and Nigerians were told they would finally elect a civilian president. For many Nigerians, it felt like a new beginning. Then emerged a man unlike any other politician in Nigeria at the time, MKO Abiola, a wealthy businessman, a philanthropist, a man whose name was already known across the country. He had money, influence, connections, but more importantly, he had popularity. People loved him because they believed he understood ordinary Nigerians. A campaign slogan became unforgettable, and somehow Abiola achieved something Nigeria rarely saw. He united people. Muslims supported him, Christians supported him. The North voted for him, the South voted for him. For once, tribe and religion seemed less important. Nigerian looked united, and that alone made the election historic. June 12, 1993, Election Day. From Lagos to Kano, Port Harcourt to Kaduna, millions of Nigerians came out to vote. People stood under the sun for hours, but nobody complained because Nigerians believed something powerful was happening. For the first time in years, many people felt their vote might actually matter, and when results started coming in, it became clear MKO Abiola was winning. Not just narrowly, convincingly. Even states many believed would never support him voted in his favor. It shocked the political elite. Nigeria had spoken with one voice, but then something strange happened. The military government suddenly stopped releasing results. Confusion spread across the country. Rumors started flying everywhere. And then came the announcement that changed Nigeria's forever. The election was annulled, cancelled, voided. Just like that, no proper explanation satisfied Nigeria. People were furious, protests erupted, riots broke out, business shut down, and Nigeria felt robbed. Not just Abiola, the entire country. And from that moment, June 12 stopped being just an election. It became a symbol of betrayal. After annulling the election, Babangida's government came under massive pressure. International criticism increased. Civil society groups became louder. Students protested, workers organized strikes. Nigeria was becoming unstable. Eventually, Babangida stepped aside. But many Nigerians believe he was simply trying to protect himself while still controlling events behind the scene. An interim government was formed under Ernest Shonekan. But the government was weak, very weak, and within months, another powerful military figure emerged, General Sani Abacha. Unlike Babangida, Abacha ruled with visible fear. People disappeared, journalists were arrested, activists were hunted, critics of the regime lived in danger, and one man remained at the center of everything, MKO Abiola. For months, many expected him to quietly move on, but Abiola refused. He insisted the election was his, the mandate belonged to Nigerians, and democracy had been stolen. Then, in 1994, he made the move that changed his life forever.
I find the conclusion unfortunate but inescapable that the federal military government is guilty of bad faith, pure and simple. No one has accused me of any offense against any known electoral law or regulation. The people of this country went to polls on Saturday June 12, 1993, and without let or hindrance chose me as their president. Didn't they? They did.
In June 12, 1994, Abiola publicly declared himself the lawful president of Nigeria. It was a direct challenge to military rule. Supporters celebrated, the military became furious. To Abacha's government, this was no longer politics, it was rebellion. Days later, Abiola was arrested and charged with treason. The man millions voted for disappeared into detention. And for years, he remained there, sometimes isolated, sometimes denied access to visitors. Rumors spread constantly about his treatment. Some said he was pressured to renounce his mandate. Others claimed these were offered if he remained silent, but Abiola reportedly refused to surrender. That refusal transformed him into more than a politician. To many Nigerians, he became a match for democracy. And outside prison walls, another powerful figure was fighting for him. His wife, Abiola, was fearless, while her husband remained locked away. She became one of the strongest voices against military rule. She organized protests, spoke publicly, encouraged resistance, and Nigerians listened. The military government reportedly viewed her as dangerous. Then on June 4, 1996, tragedy struck. Gunmen attacked a convoy in Lagos. Shots rang out. Abiola was killed. The assassination shocked Nigeria. Many believed the killing was politically motivated. Years later, several individuals connected to Abacha's security network were accused and tried over the murder. But for many Nigerians, the killing confirmed something terrifying. This political struggle was becoming deadly, and still Abiola remained in detention. As years passed, Abacha became one of the most feared rulers in Nigeria history. Human rights abuses increased, opposition voices disappeared, international sanctions isolated Nigeria. Yet Abacha appeared stronger than ever. Many believe he intended to transform himself into a civilian president while remaining in power permanently. Then came strange rumors of internal disagreements inside the military, rumors of foreign pressure, rumors of enemies growing around Abacha. And then, June 8, 1998, Nigeria woke up to shocking news that General Sani Abacha was dead, suddenly dead. Official reports said it was his heart attack, but Nigerians immediately started questioning the story because Abacha had seemed untouchable. Rumors exploded across the country. Some claimed poison, others spoke about secret meetings. Some even mentioned foreign intelligence agency. Nobody knew what to believe, but one thing was certain: Abacha's death changed everything overnight. Because now attention turned to one man, MKO Abiola. Would he finally be released? Would democracy finally return? Nigeria had its breath. After Abacha's death, a new military rule emerged, Abdulsalami Abubakar. Compared to Abacha, he appeared calmer and more open to negotiation. International pressure intensified. Foreign governments wanted democratic transition. Human rights groups demanded Abiola's release. And slowly, reports began circulating that Abiola could soon regain freedom. Nigerians became hopeful again. Meetings were arranged. Diplomats visited him. Discussion intensified. There came July 7, 1998, the day that remains one of the most controversial days in Nigerian political history. Abiola was meeting with a delegation that included American diplomats. Tea was reportedly served during the meeting. Then suddenly, Abiola became ill, very ill. Chaos followed, and shortly after MKO Abiola was dead. Officially, the government announced that Abiola suffered a heart attack, but Nigerians immediately doubted the explanation. The timing felt too suspicious. Think about it carefully. The two most powerful men connected to the June 12 struggle both died within weeks of each other. Abacha first, Abiola second. Two sudden deaths, and Nigerians started asking dangerous questions. Was Abiola poisoned? If yes, by who? Military allies, political enemies, foreign actors, people afraid of what he knew. Some believe Abiola's return could destabilize powerful interests within Nigeria. Others believe certain individuals feared investigation or revelations if democracy truly returned. And because there was never a fully accepted explanation, suspicion survived for decades. Even today, conversation about Abiola's death still trigger emotion across Nigeria, because many people believe justice was never complete. Years passed. Democracy eventually returned to Nigeria in 1999, but June 12 never disappeared from national memory. For many Nigerians, it remained unfinished business, an open wound, a reminder that the will of the people was once crushed by power. Eventually, June 12 became officially recognized as Nigeria's Democracy Day, and MKO Abiola was posthumously honored by the government years after his death. But even with recognition, questions remain: could Nigeria have been different if Abiola became president? Would the country's democracy have evolved differently? Would thousands of lives have been saved? Nobody knows. But one thing is certain: the story of MKO Abiola is no longer just about one man. It's about power, betrayal, sacrifice, and the dangerous price of the challenging powerful system. And decades later, one question still echoes through Nigerian history: did MKO Abiola die naturally? Or was the man Nigerians chose as president silenced forever before he could finally reclaim power? If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, because some stories are too important to be forgotten. Thank you.